Alright, this is the most requested army I get for people asking how to use it or whatever. I don't really use it in Legends that much anymore, just because I'm trying to practice other things, but I'm gonna roll through and try to describe what I'm seeing, why I'm doing what, and hopefully it'll help someone out there. Alright, so on these, this one's pretty nice. The tornado is definitely just right here in the middle. So what you need to do is get your blimp flying around the tornado before you pop it. So what we're gonna do, king and queen like this, because I want my king to go down. I'm gonna put one dragon to push him in, like so. He's gonna wall break, and then I want to push my queen down, just like that. So now he's gonna wall break in. My queen's gonna follow him, and now I just do all these from the corner, and they're not splitting up because I created this funnel down here, and they're gonna stay right in the middle. And you'll see I'm not gonna place this blimp until the eagle is almost down. So right there I place it. My queen's gonna go in here and get good value. Let's see where I need to put this poison. It's a hound, so I'm gonna hold the poison so that my queen can fight it. And see how late I'm pressing this warden ability? I'm placing it right here. So you're gonna see I'm gonna be spinning around this tornado while I'm invincible. So now I'm gonna place the rage. I'm gonna line my clones up like this, and it's gonna work because now my cloned balloons aren't in the tornado, which is ideally what you want. So now I did that, I get these expos, which is really nice, or at least one of them. So now we're gonna put my RC just to help get this enemy queen down, because that's gonna do so much damage there. So now I have two freeze. This should be pretty easy to roll through. I'm gonna try to freeze this as much as possible, and then my queen ability should be able to take the enemy RC up here. Okay. Just gonna freeze this because it's doing a lot of damage. They should be able to get through her. Freeze this one more time. RC ability right there, and that should be crushed. So the main concept is, you know, the tornado is going to be there. All these bases are like that. So the problem people have is they pop the blimp and then they place all their clones, and that tornado just catches every single cloned blimp or clone bloom, and they just get no value because they're just spinning and spinning and spinning. So ideally that's what you want. You want the blimp to get rid of the tornado before you pop it. So I'll be right back. We'll get into the next one. Alright, we got the armor turned up. Let's get into another one. Another ring base. Alright, let's see here. So first thing I see is that the CC is down on this side, and the heroes are on this side. So typically what I want is my heroes, my king and my queen, to take out these heroes for me to avoid the CC if possible. And then I'm going to freeze this back sweeper. So my king and my queen are going to go in here. And then I'm literally going to just put them here because they're going to clone all this, and then the dragon's going to move down towards this warden. Alright, let's see if it works. I'm going to place the blimp. Queen's going to burn her ability, but it's going to be worth it. So we're going to freeze this. We're going to wait out this tornado. Or not. Okay. So we're going to freeze this again right here so that a lot of these loons stay alive. So at this point, you just have to look, where do I need to put my RC? This air defense is going down. They're going to live. This air defense is going down. They're going to live. So I'm going to put my RC here to just try to keep this queen alive a little bit longer. This archer tower might have picked her off. And let's see here. I'll probably just put my poison on this king. Not really needed, but yeah. That is the breakdown for this ring base. Queen's gonna die, but it is what it is. Let's pop my RC. And there you have it. So basically I just wanted to avoid this CC with my heroes. And then I placed all of my clones on the CC because I knew the sweeper is gonna blow them down south. So basically what I did, I placed all my clones here, and I used that sweeper to push all my loons out of the warden ability for the most part. Alright, we got the next one here. That's when I said warden ability, but what I meant to say was push them out of the town hall poison. But you guys probably know what I meant. We got 15 seconds here. We're gonna keep waiting. I'm going to attach some maybe mini clips of like the breakdown, but I need you guys to let me know what you want to see, like specifically how am I placing my clones, or specifically like how do I funnel my heroes to go where I want? Why do I use one drag to funnel? Why do I not use it sometimes? Best place to place the freezes, etc. So I can make little short, like 4 or 5 minute clips of those. Sorry. So this base, I really hate this base. Just gonna put that out there. I really, really, really hate this base. I have yet to find a really good way to attack this. And what I've typically done, because there's a little hole here, I try to get my queen to walk in there, and I king for the town hall. And then I just clone over this multi. That's like the only really good way that I've found to almost get this down. And it still is like, it still barely works. So we're gonna see here what I can do. We're gonna freeze this like that. We're gonna try to get a warden ability with my queen, just like that. King's gonna get the town hall. Let's get another freeze onto the sweeper, and then we're literally just gonna blimp right here. I'm just gonna try to get as much value as I can, like this, just to push them all to the middle. And I'm gonna RC from the side here to try to avoid this king and all these heroes, if I can, because I want my RC to help, but I don't want her to just get thrown and just burn her ability and die. So this queen is still going. She might get the single for me. The RC is gonna help get the scatter, and maybe that air defense. Beautiful. Okay, my queen should get the single with her ability, and I don't think there's much left. I think they might be able to clean it up here. She might be able to get that. I think she's going to get that Expo. This Dragon Rider is going to do some good work here, and then these two dragons, I think they're going to be able to do it. It might be a time fail. That might be what. I don't know the health of this Dragon Rider. Oof, yeah, that's not looking good. I have a lot of time. Let's just zoom out here and let it roll through and see what happens. But the idea was king for the town hall, queen to get into this compartment because she can reach all these buildings, like this sweeper that's just nailing on my dragons and push them away. She's going to pick that off for me. And then the dragons are going to come to the middle, and I clone all this so that I can just RC over here and avoid the heroes. So all my heroes are avoiding the enemy heroes because that's really what does the most damage to them. And then all these dragons move through the middle because I cloned all these defenses. So, and most of the traps are here. Like, this is usually really baited, so let's just keep playing it out, see if I get it. Even if I don't, that's the breakdown of the attack. I see this base a lot, these kind of styles, and I do the same thing to almost all of them. Sometimes, if the town hall is reachable, I just use my queen for it, and I use my king over on this corner because he's going to wall break and use his ability in the yak to get a lot more value. And the queen can just pick it off from outside the wall and use her ability. But looks like it's going to be a time fail, which is unfortunate. This dragon got stuck on the king down here, but still going to throw it in because that's how you do it. That's how I do all of those bases. So let's see if I can get one more in here. Alright, got Armatured up. Let's get into it here. So this base. So kind of like that other one. The tornado is definitely going to be right here. So the goal Let the blimp fly around in the tornado, wait for it to expire, and then go in. So do the same thing here. I'm gonna break them into this side. So I want my king to break in, and then the queen will follow. And then I'm gonna push the queen down using these dragons. So he's gonna break, queen will follow, and then all these dragons will kind of go through the middle here. And I'm gonna place the blimp about when the eagle goes down. That should be good, because these are all getting distracted, and you place them together because they're working together. They're tanking for each other. So I'm actually going to try to freeze these headhunters with that ward in there, just because it was doing a lot of damage, and that's a lot of good value. I want this queen to stay alive. I'm going to put the poison down while the king's distracting. I know I'm losing a lot of troops, but it's worth it because the clones are really what you want to get the value. So I'm going to hit the ward ability here. It's going to be flying around in this tornado, and you're going to see, you wait for the tornado to expire, and then you place all your clones. And now you're just going to get 10 times the value because your balloons aren't getting stuck in the tornado, which is ultimately what fails the most for most people. So now I want these couple dragons to survive, so I'm just going to yeet my RC into this air defense because my queen can finish all this. I just don't want these dragons to die if I can help it. So right there, that dragon died, but it's okay because this one stayed up. They're gonna fight the queen. I think this is enough. I'm just gonna zoom out here. I know I, I like to zoom in and float around a lot, but this should be able to get it, especially with the queen ability. I have plenty of time. If this owl can pick this off, it's perfect. I can just avoid the queen altogether. Perfect. Just gonna pop this to make my RC go down, and that should be a 3. But I hope that makes sense there. Holding that blimp as long as possible. It doesn't matter if dragons die because you have your RC, and these clone balloons are going to get so much value if that tornado is completely gone. So, alright, I think I have one more. I'm going to see, I'll throw it in if the video is too long. But alright, got one more here. This is my last attack of the day. Let's see what kind of base we get. Ideally, it's the same thing. It's a little annoying when the scatters are on the sides instead of in the front. But just like the other one, the tornado is going to be right here. We're going to use the tornado to our advantage, and we're going to clone after the tornado goes away. So it doesn't really matter which way the king and the queen go. I like them going down more. So I'm going to dragon this. Oh, I might have messed that up. Okay, no, he goes for it. Cool. So now I got to push the queen down to go into this wall break that the king just made. Place all my dragons down the middle. The queen will walk down with the king, hit his ability so he gets to this wall, and now my queen's gonna be able to come all the way down and reach all this, which is gonna be really good. I gotta keep an eye on this CC. Looks like it's just gonna be hound. I'm gonna early poison that. Eagle goes down, so now I place the blimp. Doesn't matter if troops are dying, you just want this blimp is all that's important. Okay, I'm gonna freeze this one sweeper here. Blimp warden as late as possible. I'm gonna do another freeze, and I'm just gonna eat this tornado. I'm just gonna let it go. Place my, now I do my clones just like that. Hopefully I get the scatter down. Perfect. Scatter goes down. Now I have my RC. And I'm just going to use her here to get this air defense down. Because my queen's going to get this expo and wall break. If I can get this air defense down, then those dragons survive. I'm just going to use an early ability just to clear this stuff out. So I have cleanup. There you have it. That's a pretty common base too. It's a little bit adjusted with the scatters there and all that, but ideally it's the same thing. You just want to do the same thing to all these. You just hold that blimp really long so that that tornado is just completely useless. That's how you avoid it. Alright, and there we go. I will see you guys in the next video. Just let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to break something specific down, it can be a short, like 3 or 4 minute video, and I'll see what I can do about that. So, alright, see you later, guys.